Number 1. Children have to work during the school day. You will be shocked to know that children have to work and perform labor to study in a school because everything they use there has a cost attached to it. Students pay the fees with their hard labor. Number 2. Elections with only one candidate to choose from. With the country's totalitarian regime and the same family ruling since 1948, it is rather funny that the elections are held every year. The voters have only one option to choose from. Whether it is the election for a mayor, provincial governor, or the local assemblies, there is only one candidate on the ballot in each district. Number 3. The head of the country is dead. Now we are not talking about Kim Jong-un's death rumors. North Korea is a necrocracy, which means the country is ruled by a dead leader, Kimilsung. He was declared the eternal leader of North Korea. Kim Jong-un is the supreme leader without any presidential status. Number 4. It is illegal to have a hot water bath at home for some reasons better known to them. North Korea doesn't allow its citizens to have a hot water bath at their homes. If they need a hot water bath, they have to head to a public bath. Human rights. What are they again? Number 5. North Korea kidnapped a film director and his wife to get films made. As bizarre as it sounds, North Korea allegedly kidnapped choieunhee and her husband Shinsangok and forced them to make films for the state. Number 6. One can get executed for sleeping in morning meetings. It is believed that North Korea defense minister was executed with an anti-aircraft gun for falling asleep in the morning meetings with Kim Jong-Un. Number 7. In an event of a fire, the citizen is expected to save the photos of their supreme leaders, followed by their own lives. Number 8. International travel is not allowed. And this is not because travel is expensive, but because it's forbidden. Certain travel restrictions apply within the country too, and they need to seek prior permission. Number 9. Condoms are inexistent for North Koreans. Half of North Korea don't know that condoms exist. Also, women use cloth during the menstrual cycle. They don't have access to sanitary napkins. Number 10. Visitors are not allowed to talk to locals. If you happen to be in the country, you need to take separate permits to talk to a local. Number 11. North Korea and South Korea's loudspeaker war. For many years, North Korea endorsed the country on loudspeaker. South Korea responded by playing K-rock on their loudspeakers. Number 12. The North Korean calendar is based on its founder's date of birth. It may be 21st century for the rest of the world, but for the people in North Korea, it is still the 106th Juche year. The North Korea Juche calendar begins from April 15, 1912, the date of birth of their founder, Kimilsung. Number 13. It has only 3 TV channels. With everything under scrutiny, it is quite obvious that North Korean regime keeps its media on a tight leash. There are only 3 television channels to choose from, with all programs controlled by the government. Number 14. North Korea has power cuts every night. You know how occasional power cuts are so annoying. Now imagine a state of North Korea whose entire country goes dark at night. It's apparently due to the energy crisis in the state. It can't supply sufficient electricity to homes. This was revealed after a photo of North Korea was taken from space that went viral. Number 15. The 3-generation punishment rule. The 3-generation punishment rule is a horrifying reality of a country which can't stand any criticism from its citizen. If one person commits a crime, his entire bloodline, including his grandparents, parents and children, are sent to prison. Number 16. North Korea has a propaganda village. Like many other propaganda activities, there also exists a propaganda village on the border of North and South Korea. In 1953, the Korean Demilitarized Zone was established to end the war and serve as a buffer zone between the two countries. On this border lies Kimjongun, a village which boasts of economic success of North Korea. But people who have observed the village from the South Korea have said that the village is just a sham, with no one living there and the occasional sighting of workers who sweep the street. It is believed to be a fake show and developed to intimidate South Korea. Number 17. North Korean citizens are only allowed to browse 28 websites on the internet. The internet is free to use for those who have an access to the computer. The computers, however, are very expensive and need prior permission from the government to buy one. Number 18. Blue jeans are illegal in the country. North Korea sees blue jeans as a symbol of US imperialism and hence has banned it in its country. Number 19. There are only 28 hairstyles for men. Korean men can choose from a list of 28 hairstyles. Any hairdo apart from the government approved hairstyles can lead to an arrest. While unmarried women must keep their hair short, married women have a lot more options to explore. Number 20. There is no religious freedom in North Korea. The country prides in calling itself an atheist country. It prosecutes anyone who is seen practicing any religion. Number 21. North Koreans collect their poop and hand it over to the authorities. In 2008, when South Koreans stopped sending fertilizers to North Korea, the country faced an acute shortage of fertilizers. So, like everything else, a new law was made and citizens were asked to collect their poop and hand it over to the authorities to help the country's agriculture. Number 22. Government decides who lives in the capital. With the government controlling everything from food to poop, it shouldn't come as a surprise that the country decides where its people live. In North Korea, one needs government permission to be able to live in the capital, Pyongyang. Number 23. Pot is legal. This regressive country has banned blue jeans, but has allowed pot to move freely. It is freely available to its citizens and can be bought from a roadside stall. Number 24. Human right violation is at its peak in North Korea. North Korea still practices public execution. The defense chief of the country was killed in front of hundreds of people with an anti-aircraft gun. Number 25. North Korea has its own rule for basketball. North Korea has visibly isolated itself from the rest of the world, and it reflects in the way they play their sport. Their whimsical leader does everything in his own accord. No wonder he rewrote the basketball rules. The North Korean basketball rules say that a slam dunk is worth 3 points and the field goal in the final 3 minutes of the game are worth 8 points as opposed to the normal 2 points. Number 26. Music is illegal. Kim Jong-un's regime is always in lookout for anything that may threaten his position. In 2015, Kim Jong-un issued a decree to scrap all cassette tapes and CDs which had state-banned songs. Number 27. North Korea has banned its citizens from laughing, drinking and shopping for 11 days, mourning on the 10th anniversary of the former leader Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong-il. People were ordered that any of their family member dies during the mourning period, they were not allowed to cry out loud, and their bodies must be taken out only after the mourning period is over. Number 28. North Koreans claim that their leader Kim Jong-un does not pee or poop. North Korea claims that their leader Kim Jong-un is too perfect to need to urinate or defecate. The North Korean regime also insists that Kim could drive a car by the time he was 3 years old. School children in North Korea are reportedly taught that Kim is a talented artist and a world-class music composer. It is also claimed that Kim has scaled North Korea's highest mountain. Number 29. Sexiest man alive. According to the North Korean media, at the age of 29, Kim was given the title of the sexiest man alive. With his devastatingly handsome round face and his boyish charm and his strong sturdy frame, the Pyongyang heartthrob is every woman's dream come true.